Hello folks, Triple T Cat here, back again, playing a little bit more Elite Dangerous, and basically, the deal with this video is, I don't think I've ever landed on a metal-rich body before. I've landed on plenty of high metal content planets, but I don't think I've ever landed on a metal-rich body before, and this is a landable metal-rich body, so I thought I'd make a video of this for that reason. What I'm hoping is that when we get down there, we're going to find lots of kind of... Excuse me. There we go. What I'm hoping is that once we get down there, I'm going to be finding lots of rarer kinds of minerals and stuff that I haven't found before. You know, heavier metals, that kind of stuff. Hopefully. I don't know if that'll be the case or not. I don't really know how the game determines these things, but that is my hope. I'm going to head for that big crater. Actually, we're going really fast. Slow us down a little bit here. Yeah, so I never landed on this particular planet type before. I just thought it'd be cool to check it out, make a video of me checking it out. And really nice color on the surface down there. Just super bright yellow. Once again, changing video recording settings a bit. This may not look super good, actually. I'm trying really hard to find settings where I can make videos like this and not have to spend like 5 hours uploading them, because I prefer not to have my uploads take like 5 hours. It can't really, like, lots of multiplayer games and stuff like that I can't really play when I'm doing an upload because I'll lag too much. Hopefully these settings will work out for us. I'm about 3,500 light years from Sol at this point, so we're definitely starting to get out there, but I'm still not planning to turn back. I don't know. It really depends. I may end up turning back sooner rather than later. I don't... It gets kind of boring, you know, going on these super long exploration trips after a while. You kind of want to go back just so you can have some more variety in the activities. On the other hand, it's kind of nice getting this far out here because all these systems have been, like, if every system I've visited in the past hour and a half or something, I'm the first one to discover them. Which is kind of neat. It's kind of cool getting all those first discovered tags out there. I'm going to try and make this video preferably a little bit shorter. Oh man, I got something stuck in my throat. It just won't quit. Preferably I'll be trying to make this video a little bit shorter than the last one I uploaded, or well, the second to last one I uploaded at this point, I guess. That thing that I had to split into 2 parts. I still haven't uploaded the second part of that yet. Not a huge amount of people watched the first part. I think part of that's to do with length. I think part of it's to do with the fact that... God damn. Hang on a second. I'm gonna mute. Oh yeah, I think it's gone. Yeah, sorry about that. I think part of that's to do with the fact that people are just not super interested in these more sedately paced, kind of rambling sort of videos. You know, you want more focused content like those impressions videos and stuff like that, and I get that. I know some people, like, I mean, people who watch my Let's Plays and stuff are probably okay with this kind of content. They're not super popular. But I think it would help if I made the videos a little bit shorter. People kind of look at it and go, half an hour? Ain't nobody got time for that, which is fair enough. Because honestly, who does have time for that? As I think I mentioned a few times during the last video or something, I mean, the stuff I tend to watch generally is more sort of long-form content, but I don't know how appealing that really is to people. I don't think it matters that much at a certain point how appealing things are to people or not. Anyway, we've got some kind of POI down here. I've actually been finding a fair bit of stuff, even this far outside the bubble, like wrecks and that kind of thing. The latest patch that just came out today, one of the things in the patch notes was to do with making POIs a bit more consistently visible from ships. Apparently some of them that previously should have been visible when not visible from your ship, so hopefully we'll be able to find this thing just by looking around. I don't see any sign of anything yet that looks like it's likely to be. It could be over on that hill, but I think that's more likely just some part of a crater or something. It's probably nothing. It could be behind me, but I kind of doubt it. I mean, it'd be super close to the edge of the sphere, well, the circle that it can be in. Oh man, I'm having a hard time governing my ship. This weird viewing angle. I get confused sometimes when I look around with my camera. Oh wait, there it is. Right there. That little black spot on the ground is most certainly something. So let's head down there and check it out. See what kind of rocks we can find. Yeah, it's been cool. I've been visiting. Oh, we're getting a little bit of... It's kind of cool. This world is relatively heavy-ish, you know, half a G gravity at the surface is pretty substantial, so you notice my ship's kind of waving around a little bit and stuff as the thrusters are trying to compensate for gravity. I don't have super strong thrusters fit to this thing, so they're having a little bit of a tough time coping. Alright. They are, however, strong enough to stop me from slamming into the surface, so that's good. We're just gonna go down real slow and easy here. Get our alignment good. Said get our alignment good. Man, it keeps falling out of place. Okay, here we go. Come on. Come on. Form the wiggle around. Sometimes the ship doesn't quite contact the ground, and you have to wiggle it around a little bit, which can be kind of annoying. Hopefully we get it good. There we go. Alright, let's go see what we found. It's probably going to be just some kind of wreck. Then we're going to look around for rocks. Nothing more exciting than looking around for rocks. Yeah, I may end up heading back sooner so that I can do some other activities. I think it'd be cool to make some videos of bounty hunting and smuggling and that kind of stuff and see how those do. I don't know. Like, these exploration videos are, by their very nature, going to be quite sedately paced, exploration being as it is. An activity that is kind of slow-paced, slow-going, requires a lot of patience to really get much out of exploration, which I don't mind. It's one of the things people always talk about, like, oh, you gotta fit a massive fuck-off fuel scoop to your ship. Like, you gotta use the biggest internal slot on your ship you can for a fuel scoop so that you don't have to spend very much time fuel scooping. Which, to me, strikes me as kind of crazy, like, when you could have way more cargo space or something like that instead of a bigger scoop. It just seems weird to me that explorers are generally so impatient and yet are choosing to do exploration, such a sort of slow-paced activity. Anyway, it looks like what we have found is some kind of wreck surrounded by crashed SRVs and skimmers. We got a data point here. I've actually been collecting a fair amount of data on this trip, which I think it works out being the case that, like, each point of data is worth 10 credits. So it's a nice little bonus to my income at this point. I'm sitting on top of an extra 200,000 credits or so when I get back, which is not a huge amount of money, but it's nothing to sneeze at either. Let's go see if we can find some rocks. I'm assuming there are still, like, if I take a look at my synthesis thing, there's still not many types of things I can even make. Obviously, being able to make some FSD boosts would be pretty cool. I'm gonna try to avoid sending my ship away. But yeah, I haven't, there's lots of kinds of materials and stuff that I haven't found any of at all yet. And you do get your exploration rank increases a little bit when you find things for the first time. I think it's kind of weird that there's very little mechanical motivation in the game for explorers to go down to planet surfaces, and I think that's kind of a flaw with Horizons. Like, there's no, like, you don't get any exploration credit for actually being the first to land places or for actually exploring places in the SRV, which strikes me as very, I don't know, bad, basically. It just seems kind of crappy to me that there's no real mechanical motivation for explorers to go down to planet surfaces. The only reason to do it, of course, is for fun, which for me is a strong motivator, but it'd be nice to get some money for it as well. And some people won't do a thing at all in the game unless they get money for it, which I guess those are the same people who complain about how grindy it is. It's really more of a choice of how to play the game. I've been spending a lot of time on the forums lately and realizing there's actually a lot of stuff with ED, the community, that I could rant about pretty extensively. There's a lot of shit the community says that drives me kind of crazy, but this is not a video dedicated to complaining about the community, so I'm not going to do that too much right now. So what do we get from this? What do we actually get? Did we get anything sort of uncommon that I haven't maybe picked up before? I mean, it looks like it's just iron, which makes sense for a metal-rich body that's going to be kind of metals. What was that? Was that just more? Yeah, more iron. Looks like that rock was just iron, which is not the most exciting find in the world. Yep, just iron. Let's go find like one more rock and hope it's something a bit more exciting, and then get out of here. Yeah, so I might make some videos in the future where I specifically dedicate them to ranting about things in the Elite community that piss me off, but I think the next thing I really gotta do is an actual full review of Horizons. I think I've played enough of it now. I mean, obviously I've been on an exploration trip for the past few days, but I did do a fair bit of stuff inside the bubble before I left on this trip. So I think I'm relatively qualified to sort of do a little review of Horizons, though. Obviously not in this video. Maybe next one. Maybe next one. I like to put a bit more thought into the reviews rather than just, like, these videos are literally just, I saw something kind of cool out here while I was exploring. Let's put on the camera and talk about the thing that I saw end up doing. Which is a super easy kind of video for me to make, and some people like them, so why not? Yeah, just iron and nickel. I have to admit, I'm pretty disappointed. I was hoping we would be finding some rarer metals down here on this metal-rich planet. But alas, does not appear to be the case. Guess we'll just head back to our ship now. So I'm not going to drive around here just collecting iron and nickel. It's a cool planet. It was a cool planet to visit, though. I mean, I like that. I like the colors and stuff. A lot of the planets I've been landing on lately have been icy or just like gray, white dust kind of rock stuff, and so it's nice to land on a planet with a little bit of color to it. It's pretty atmospheric, the planetary landings. You know, the sound of the dirt under my tires and the yeah, you know, for all that there is a fair bit to complain about with ED, there are some things that really nails, and for me, just the feeling of immersion is definitely one of them. Well, here we are back at my ship. It's the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys next time.